It is hard to define morality, but we all know we're moral, each and every one of us. Are we? One of the biggest arguments against atheism is that without a God, there are no moral values. The argument goes something like this. God is the one who determines what's good and what's bad, what's right and what's wrong. Supposedly, without a belief in God, people can live moral lives. Without the belief in God, we allegedly become villains, murderers, and rapists. Why? Why can't there be morals in the absence of God? Say that God created us and made rules for us to follow. They say these rules are written in the Bible, and we mustn't break them or else God will punish us. First of all, from looking at the Bible, one can plainly see that not all its rules are parallel to the rules and laws we follow today. According to the Old Testament, the punishment for doing any sort of work on the Sabbath is death by stoning. I don't see anyone enforcing this law, or even mentioning it. Even here, in Israel, no one has ever stoned me, even when I was passing religious Jews that are supposed to follow this law. And I don't think it was because they feared prosecution. It was because they don't agree with this law. How can that be, if the laws of the Bible are identical to the moral laws we have today? It seems like people don't follow all the laws written in the Bible. They pick and choose the ones they like and follow only them. If our morality comes from religion alone, how can we know what laws can be discarded and what laws should we keep? It seems we already have morals. Some people just go searching for moral laws they know at heart in their old books. If the reason for not doing something is the fear of punishment, that's not morality at all. It was Albert Einstein that said, if people are good only because they fear punishment and hope for reward, then we are a sorry lot indeed. According to the research done by known psychologist Lawrence Kohlberg, there are several stages in the development of morals in individuals. The stage called obedience and punishment orientation is the first and lowest stage. It is typical, according to Kohlberg, in 10-year-olds. I don't mean to compare between religious people and children. The theists brought this upon themselves with this argument. Being good only in fear of punishment is not morality. If a person will tell me that the only reason they don't go killing and raping young children is that they don't want to go to jail, I'll be utterly mortified. Over many years have people wondered, where did morality come from? Who decided what is moral and what isn't? Apparently, these rules evolved with us. In the beginning, humans lived in small groups, in which everybody knew each other. In these groups, it paid off to help people, because you might need their help in the future. Furthermore, many of the people around were relatives, and keeping them safe meant keeping the genes safe. The habit of being nice remained to this day, when we live in huge cities and are surrounded mostly by strangers. Thanks to the time humans lived in such small groups, we still help old ladies cross the street, although they'll probably never do anything in return, and they're not necessarily our grandmothers. You can deny evolution and say, I'm just reciting the atheist's usual mantra. Evolution did it. Evolution can't explain everything about the world, but in this case, as in many others, it gives us the only logical explanation for the existence of morality and the kindness of human beings. Many use examples of history's evil atheists to prove that without God there are no morals. They talk of Hitler, Stalin, and Mao, and then say, "Ha! That's proof that atheists are evil!" No one's denying those men were monsters. Some say that Hitler was a devout Catholic, but let's for the moment assume he wasn't. So what? Those are three people. they don't prove a thing. They didn't transgress in the name of atheism as opposed to so many people who did in the name of their gods. In Psalms 14:1, it says, "The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt." That's just ridiculous. Faith doesn't define a person's morality. There are immoral atheists and there are immoral theists. Immoral religious people find religious excuses for their wrongdoings, while immoral atheists just do them. But their faith, or their lack of faith, is not what drives them to it.